Welcome back to Coffee Talk 2, guys. My name's Hibiscus. Oh, I think it's lacking something. No, Bailey's looks a little different. It's too dainty. Dainty? What, you like that? Red, black, and purple? That wouldn't be the worst. Okay, wow. Oh, I have to commit to it and take backs this time. There. Wow. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see her back from the topic. I only have time for a quick drink before I go back to it. It's not like we're going to decide now anyway. Maybe that's the problem. We're supposed to plan plan. If we keep postponing every choice we need to make. Hey, Modesto, what do you think? Purple, green, blue, and actual yellow, or red, black, and purple? Yeah, don't put Modesto on the spot. You know, it's quite alright. It's just that I wouldn't know. This is your wedding, your options matter, not mine. The trouble is, we don't know what our options are. When we think we do, we change our mind. It's like centerpieces. Luke, can we not talk about that now? I really thought we agreed on the cute cottage decor one. I was just thought on some of those. You know, we were picked in the first place. They were. They are also too expensive. You have to be realistic. Wines in general are expensive. Damn. Especially when you want to have 200 guests. That's a low blow. You couldn't just do, since of my extended family, the key word is extended. You know half of the people? That's the issue. If I invite one of them, I invite all of them. It's like a domino effect. Sides, they'd be saying part of the wedding. I don't think they should. I can pull my weight. If we have to choose, I'd rather we have the beautiful things you like. Even if it means we have fewer guests. Hell, if my family's not chipping in, we might not be able to afford either. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I don't want our wedding to just be a random meal with a bunch of people aren't even that close to. Okay, I'll make 4 between 4 during wedding. But I'm trying, I don't want you to. Saved by the bell. That's where I really can't linger. I think I'll have that drink now, you motherfucker. Of course, what can I get you? Something that will keep you awake. Something that will keep you awake. How about I gave Freya that one time? That one that put her to sleep. What was it called? ZBs or something? Something will keep me awake. I still have work to do. My head hurts. Just strong coffee would be good and nice. Spicy kick, please. In preference on the spicy kick. It's just like you don't need that bitch. No, any strong coffee spice will do. No, wait, no. Jaha, I'm gonna throw it back for the lady. Oh, and oldie and goodie. Perfect. I feel myself relaxing already. But you're weird. That thing doesn't smell relaxing to me at all. You're weird. 1 second. See what we got new unlimited show. I go up, thank you. I guess we're both weird. Well, we are. Hides back, my lovely weirdo. Perfect misfit. This is so much better. It really is. I mentioned I love your smile. Never enough. You're disgusting. I think I need some real spice to wash this down. And I'll deserve it to you, Hyde. Bailey's doesn't want to order, that is. Hyde, sorry. And here you come in. Yeah, I know. You're too busy doing whatever you were doing. Oh, Hyde. Hi, Hyde. Go ahead, get yourself a drink. I can wait. I'll stick here for a while anyway until Lula properly gets off work. Alright then. Do you hear me, Reducte? Spicy is the name of the game. Any preference on the spice of the base? Or spice out of the base? Nope, just make it. Or it's got a spicy kick of something, then double it. Okay. Now I don't want coffee. I remember you like the color, but I didn't have to spike. Try making something like this. I found a part challenge, so try this. If you don't like hibiscus and this, you never will. Let's see if you crack the hide code. The hide code? The hide code. This is kind of troublesome, but after you know a little too well. So I think it works for you. This is perfectly a quaint, executed Zobo if I ever tasted one. Glad to see you here. Made good use of your ginger resupply, so you knew I couldn't get it last time. Forgive an old man. His old man jokes, anyhow. This is the only acceptable way to drink hibiscus. I used to have a friend in Lagos, who made liquor like this. Every time I visited, she lived near the harbor. He would sit down and drink it and watch the boats float by. That sounds lovely. She was a good friend. She isn't anymore. Okay. When you're got a vampire's lifespan, friends come and go. Damn, he died. That's sad. You get used to it. Isn't that where you say something about enjoying each moment even more, or grief being the price you pay for love? I'm afraid it's a lot more mundane than that. Some things you forget, and for others, you just get better at moving on. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of enjoying the moment, your family troubles have sorted themselves out, yes? Still on the marriage track? We got a new story, I think. Yeah. How cute is a kitten? Yeah, we are. We definitely are. No, get too bored, not really. Turns out planning a wedding as well. Suitably entertaining. That's one way of putting it. Can't wait to be at the marriage stage of it, to be honest. Do you sound any less enthusiastic? Hey, here they go again. Good to see that some things don't change. Such a dramatic backdrop, too. You should start serving popcorn, you after. I'd be more enthusiastic if we didn't fight about it every single time. No, I'm not engaging with this right now. I've got to go back to work. got to go to work anyway, right? And I'm gonna have a drink. Bye, Motherfucker. Bye, Hyde. See ya. I mean, say bye to Baileys. Again, I get you, Mr. Bayless. I think something warm, sweet, and comforting, please. A hot chocolate, perhaps? Yes, chocolate with honey, milk. Honey and milk could work. Alright, coming right up, sir. You want chocolate. Oh, you're gonna give me some chocolate pata? Let's see, chocolate. You said milk and honey, right? Milk. Oh no, hold on. I think I messed that up. Why would I put? I want to put chocolate, honey, and then milk. Might create something. No, that's 7-Up. God damn it. Chocolate, honey, and milk. That's what you ordered, right? Chocolate with honey and milk could work. I made the meal. Right in here. There you go, a Chocobi Yurku for you. Perfect. This feels so good in my left eye. It means a lot that you're always looking out for all of us. On a miserable night like this, it's heartwarming. But of course, you're our lead customers. I hope Leila didn't get too soaked. You do care a lot about her. Of course I do. Why all the fighting? You tell me. This wedding is bringing out the worst in us. Since we started out the situation with my family, you mean since you cut them off? Yeah, since I stopped talking to their judgmental faces, Leila and I haven't fought about anything. Until now. Every time we try to organize this thing, it's like we become different people. Let me ask you something. Go ahead. What do you want from this wedding? How do you mean? It's not complicated. Just asking what you want. If you close your eyes and picture the day, what do you see? Honestly, I have no clue. Yeah, Leila's there, but that's about it. That's not a bad start, in truth. But if you don't have specific expectations, why don't you just let her do what she wants? You make it sound so easy. I want her to have what she wants. That's exactly what I've been trying to achieve. I've been picking up on everything she's liking on Tomodachi Chino. Every wedding picture she's pinning online, all the places she finds school, all the fashion designers she follows. She deserves to have all that, to have a special day. Every time I make a suggestion, she won't hear of it. She says it's too much, too expensive, too this, too that. Is it too much, too expensive? That's not the point. I don't want her to have a shabby wedding just because I'm extradited from my family. Extravagant. I want her to have what she wants, what she deserves, a proper princess wedding. You're a remarkable, presumptuous young man, Mr. Hyde. No, that's alright, I know Hyde helped back in the day. If he's got something to say, I want to hear it. Good, because I was going to say it, whether you like it or not. You're sitting here going on about everything. Lewis should wait. Should one. As if you could know what's in someone else's heart. Even when you love someone, no, especially when you love someone, you should never presume to know what they need. Lua is the only one who can tell that what Lila wants. That's exactly the problem. When I ask her, she always says she doesn't know. You give her time to figure it out. It's not going to help you if you pressure her with 1,000 suggestions a minute, or if you try to force her into some sort of princess wedding, just to make you feel good about yourself. But what if we take so long that we reach old age? We're still not married. Reach old age and you're still together, married or not, I think that counts as a win. And since you're talking about taking some time, you should also use that time to figure out what you want. Otherwise, the best you'll get is a wedding, based on your skewed idea on what Luma's wedding should be. That sounds pretty sad to me. That wasn't pleasant to hear, Bayless. And it also wasn't wrong. Give her time to figure out what I want, huh? It's so simple. Should have thought about that before, I guess. Not bad at this, though. This little thing are you hide. Perhaps I should consider a career in couples counseling. It doesn't sound nearly as much fun as modeling, doesn't it? Modeling gets old after a while. Thought you were having a good time in LA. I was, until I wasn't. I'm moving to Seattle, in fact. Kept my contract with being anxious just in case. But there aren't many modeling jobs to be had here. Really? What are you going to do then? Go back to the Mafia Dorf Buddies, of course. My Mafia Dorf Buddies, of course. Come on, I'm obviously kidding. You dry bubbles. I'm checking my bubbles butt. You get dry or need a butt change? Are you? Phew. I'm gonna go back to them. I'd go back to being chased by them. Besides, I checked in on them, and everyone I used to find entertaining has retired now. Meanwhile, my grandkids manage their whole enterprise, like it's some sort of startup. Are you seriously talking about the Mafia right now? Oh, that's for me to know. You don't wonder about. Mr. Hyde likes to play a little. Guilty as charged. Can't help it when I see the earnest face, I have to tease it. I'll take that as a compliment. Also, what's wrong with managing things like a startup? Sounds like a pretty efficient approach, right? You young people. Impatient in business, like you're impatient in love. Efficiency isn't everything. I have all the time in the world. I don't care if things are done fast. I want them done right. You should go into the show fashion or fine arts. If you paint with this, that'll take some proper time. Fine arts were the first thing I got good at a few centuries ago. But my style isn't trendy nowadays. Too much fresco lighting. And putting blues in skin tones isn't novel anymore. If you're insinuating that you're Rembrandt, shh. If my Mafia buddies find out, I'll be in trouble. You're always joking around, Hyde. But for all you don't sugarcoat your advice. You're a pretty great listener. I hope you always have people to listen to you. I'm moving here to be closer to them. What's that? Nothing. I believe your phone's ringing. It's Lua. She's done with work for the day, finally. I'm in a hurry to leave here, Mr. Bayless. No, not at all. I'm looking forward to going home. And keep bickering? Yeah, I don't think so. I had an epiphany just now. Must be something in the drink. I'm going to leave the topic alone for a little while. Good elf. Enjoy your night, then. I think I will. Thanks, Hyde. And thanks, MFJ. Of course, even though I didn't do any real work besides serve you a drink and argue with you. Have a good night, Mr. Bayless. Hi, Hyde. Mr. Hyde. What was that about the mafia and modeling and fine arts? Are you genuinely considering a career change? All I'm considering right now is whether my car got nicked. I know old man Jory said this area is safe, and it's a bit of a pile of junk, but it's a pile of junk with sentimental value. I sense a story. It's quite a story indeed, but I'll make it short because it's getting pretty late. I got this car many moons ago, back when Gala was my bodyguard. I had been stuck in Seattle for a while, working day in and day out. At some point, I decided that I needed a proper break. But, you know, Gala, he's a bit of a stickler for the rules. There was no way I could have a night out in the middle of a big job, not on his watch. So you shipped his watch? I slipped his watch, sorry. You know me well, Hibiscus. Some friends and I, we decided to get together. I was to provide the ride. Oh, crap. Why did you skip forward? Some friends and I we decided to get together. I was to provide the ride, they provided the entertainment. I did the usual thing, I waited until Gala was sound asleep. Then I left a pile of pillows under the duvet, hide-shaped, and I snuck out of the hotel room. There is only one problem, Gala is my chauffeur as well. He had your car keys. He had my car keys. And I wasn't about to poke the bear wolf. So I went to the nearest dealership and got the cheapest car I could find. I only intended to keep it for the night, you know. I'll spare you the details, but my friends and I drove to a lovely spot with a view. For the sort of action which I admit might appear ambiguous from the outside, but to me, it was very enjoyable indeed. We were right in the thick of it when suddenly we hear a tap on the window, and guess that was Gala. The wolf himself. He peers inside. Then he starts banging on the door so hard the whole car is shaking. We all just kind of freeze, and then he says, "How dare you kidnap Mr. Hyde?" Opens the door and tosses my dates outside. Mr. Hyde. You're not winding me up, are you? Oh, Hibiscus, I wish. Sorry, it still sends me into a fit just to think about it. He princess carried me out of the car, if you can believe that. That's a serious bodyguard if I ever heard of one, right? Surely earning his yearly bonus. I didn't even have the chance to explain the situation, at least not until he removed my gag. Oh, he's into kinky stuff. Gal acted like he was angry, but in reality he was mortified. If not as mortified as my dates, whom I had to pick up another grass, poor Gala. Just scheme of death, Jay, see where your alliance lies. Personally, I say poor me. I never saw those lovely friends again after that fiasco, but I couldn't be angry at Gala even then. In fact, I found his chivalry rather charming. He didn't seem to find my antics quite as charming, though. He had woken up, hadn't found me, and was already suspecting the worst, and that was before he discovered me in a strange car in the middle of nowhere, in a compromising position. I think he was truly terrified on my account. So he stopped talking to me for a few weeks. That doesn't sound unfair. I suppose it wasn't. He also wouldn't give me my car keys back. He got stuck with his old thing. You can see outside. And the worst of it is, if you can believe it, I decided as a grand gesture to chauffeur him around in it. He stopped sulking really quickly after that. I suspect he wasn't a huge fan of my driving. Anyhow, I decided to keep the car in the end for whatever reason. My car collection has had some serious turnover, but this isn't going anywhere. I must have replaced everything inside it 1,000 times over, and it's very banged up, but I guess I've grown fond of it by now. We're both a little stuck in time, this car and I. You're rather more sentimental than I thought, Mr. Hyde. Sentimental, That's what you took away from the story? Yeah. And I suppose you're right. Good thing it's only us here. I can possibly deny this conversation never took place. Still, the rain stopped, and this is my cue to go. Before I lose all of my remaining cred, I hope the car is safe and sound. So do I. Any more Dutcher? Yes. Nah, nothing. Have a good night. Good night, Mr. Hive. I kind of have it speeding up, so it's a safe journey home. Kind of have it sped up so I can read a little faster, but reading a little fast. It goes by a little too fast. Not too fast. It's gotta be fast at reading. Off the walk. Monday, September 25th, 2023. Oh, the evening whispers. First wave of visa applications to the air projected for failure to include passport signatures. The rise and fall of Rich Weirdstein box office, a brief history. Sold out replica astronaut suits experience an extreme increase in sales. Uh-oh. Does that mean I'll get a visit from Neil? Adorable. I hope the power hiccups don't affect the machine too much. This is a very slow start. Ah, here we go. Right in the nick of time. Who is it? Who is it? Can it be? Oh, and Freya comes back. Nope, it's Silver and Neil. Hey, welcome you two. It's a relief to see you safe and sound. Hey, my doctor. Yes, we are very relieved. It was a little scary last time. We analyzed the events of the evening and found 31.245% frightening and 68.755 distasteful. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully this time will be a quiet evening. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, slightly not. Therefore, good evening. Good evening. Even if we're in reality, it should be good night. We find that very strange. Good evening is always a hello. Good night is a way to sort of say goodbye. Is it assuming that you never start an encounter at night? That theory would appear to be matterfully wrong. Example is that this is the second time we meet Earthchild. And both times have been at nights. Our 100% sample does not bear to be terminated. Additionally, the very concepts of evening and morning seem only Amanda? Yes, what is it? Thinking about Dachi, I tried to inject it a couple of times. Forgive me if mistaken, Dachi. Oh no, it's alright. I didn't have anything important to say. The truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have read them. Earthlings are creatures of habit, I suppose. They got attached to certain ways of using language. And often don't question the actual meaning of words. Yes, at least in this particular case, no one gets hurt. Since I arrived here, I've observed that some thoughtless uses of language can have a much more painful effect. Indeed. We see and we agree. We apologize for interrupting you, Madete. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is really rather challenging. Besides, we have been in a somewhat heightened mental state. We have been finding our quite curious, extraordinary evil. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during your visit here. It seems our sibling, who previously visited Earth, came back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be triumphal. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory, but still, we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized. So are you a scholar, Miss Manda? Samanda! Yes, it's a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories. That sounds very impressive. DGACT is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect, and this mission to find a prospective partner is at utmost importance still. Respected. No progress on that front, I take it? Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. You're always so professional, Modache. You rarely ask direct questions. I think I'm curious about the gossip, right? Oh, we're gonna pick up on the gossip in the next video. Well, if you guys like the video, hit the like button, want to subscribe for more content, subscribe button, and don't forget that notification bell to be notified. And I'm making a video. DefJ, signing off.